Hello, 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 and welcome to Bma's Crafty Corner. I am Bma, better known as Els, and I have a question. Do you make these? You know, these little pocket things? Or maybe you do the ones, with the tags that come out, but you have that little, you make these little junk mail things. If you do, I bet you have a bunch of these. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with them? Well, I've got something to do with them. Also, if you have junk mail envelopes that look like this, I got something to do with it. So we're going to go ahead and work a project that uses up what's left from this. We're going to use the junk left over from junk mail. And we're going to make this. I know, right? But see what this is? It's page corner. No weird folds or anything like that required. It's already done for us. Excuse me. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Real simple, real easy. Just takes a couple of seconds to make, and we're going to go ahead and get these done today. So I will be back with some supplies in just a second. All right, so to start on this, what we're going to want is we're going to want these, and these are the ends off of, junk mail envelopes that we used. If you haven't done this already, go ahead and close these. This is one of the few things I like to use glue stick for, because I really just want to kind of wet the glue that's already there and glue those down. Also, if you have these kinds of envelopes that you can't do anything with, let's get those sealed as well. And then I'm going to get out the rest of the supplies and show you what we're going to need for this, because it's ridiculous. All right. So that is all of our envelopes glued shut. All right, so we need our envelopes. Ink, a dauber, and you could use tearing rulers. Let's see what that. You could use some tearing rulers if you'd like. You can use a decal trimmer or some of those decal scissors if you have those. It's entirely up to you, okay? Or you just tear it. You just sit here and tear it. Take out your frustrations and tear the paper, okay? I'll be back in just a second. We're going to get started on this one. I'm telling you, easy peasy. You guys are going to love this one. You'll make dozens of them. Now, you get 2 of these out of every one of these envelope pieces that you would normally, throw away. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of put our tearing ruler here and tear that off. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we want the corner. Okay, that's pretty much all you want to do. So make sure that that's your fold. This is your open end. And you're just going to put your ruler on here any place you want and tear this off. Now, like I said, you can tear regular if you want to. That's the piece you should have left. It should look like that. I think we've used that envelope to its ultimate end. If you're using a decal trimmer, same thing. You want to know where your open is. And let's do there. And then on the other one, let's see what I want to do with that one. I'm going to go like there. Whew. Again, I just have that kind of weird piece left. And these are sealed on 2 sides. That's how you make sure you got the right pieces. So there's that envelope. So I'm just going to do this one. Over here. That one. That one. Let's do this one. And make a big one. There we go. Okay. So that's what I have left of this particular envelope. Do I think I could make more out of it? I don't think so. I'm not real sure what I could do with it. But you'd throw that one away anyway, so we've saved some of it. All right, that's all of our pieces. When I come back, we're gonna show you how to do this. I'll be right back. All right, so to get started, throw some ink on that thing. And you're going to ink both sides because you're going to see both sides. Okay? So ink both sides. And this stuff we don't care about because we can cover that with decoration. So we're just going to ink these up. If you don't like the point because it's too pointy, tear it off. What a quick and easy way to add a tuck into a journal, you know? So go ink all your pieces. And then when you're done, come back and we'll talk a little bit about covering some of that stuff up and how to decorate these suckers, okay? So that you can, you know, you can get rid of some of that. I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, so now that they're all inked up, well, you can put them away and use them, you know, as you need them. Or you can decorate them. Now, that one's got blank on both sides. Those are, oh, I didn't do that. Blank on both sides. I would say that the ones that are blank or mostly blank on both sides would be the ones I'd put away for later. But these are the ones you guys are going to have, you know, questions about. So let's look at them. What can we do? Well, we can put some trims and things. On here to kind of decorate these up. Let's do that. And these little pieces of puts, even some of our own embellishments that we've made can go on here. Like if you have one like this that you need something really big, that would work. All right, let's take a look. What do we have that we can put on here? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I kind of like that. I don't like this so much because it's a little long, so I'll trim that off. And then we'll just glue it on. So, glue. Put that on there. And here's the best part. You can decorate both sides. You should decorate both sides because it's going to go over the page and you're going to be able to see the back of it. So you can decorate the back side any way that you want. You put anything you want on here. So let's do, what do we got that we could do? I love this part. I can get all of these little bits and pieces, you know? Let's see. Alright, so just put a little ink on here. It doesn't really matter what we put on because these are going to go in the bag, the goodie bag. Because y'all know I don't like to decorate things in advance. I just don't. Very rarely do I decorate something in advance and then pull it back out and go, oh, I'm going to use that. But sometimes it happens. Rarely, but it does happen. So now it's decorated on both sides, and I can put it on a page, in a journal, up in the corner, and if I really want to, I can use this to tuck something in, or I could just use it as a bookmark. Either way, I can make it happen. All right, so let's get rid of this. Put that one over there and let it dry. Let's take a look at this one because this is a big one. This is a big one. It's got quite a big mess okay? So we need something big to go on it. Well, we do have this. That can go on. And let's see. Let's see. We have some lace. I don't know. All right, so that's going to go on there, sort of at the top. And we're going to add a piece of lace. So I'm going to cut that down because it's a bit bigger than I need. We'll get out some Fabri-Tac. And of course you can always just put like, a piece of tulle or something on here if you want to kind of cover this. But the idea is to cover up, what you don't want to see and show off what you want to see. All right. Let's put some glue on there. Now this one's going to stick up off the top of the page, which I think is kind of cool. It's going to stick up a little bit, which is awesome, cool. Just because it's different, All right, so let's put something in here. What do we have? We can put in here. We have this flower, which I think actually goes this way. All right. I don't know. It's Timmy's stuff. It's always confusing. And you can put bigger embellishments on these if you want to. You don't have to just stick to the little stuff. So that covers up most of the stuff that, the envelope. And if you want to get rid of some of it, get rid of some of it. It doesn't matter. See? There we go. Now I can put that on a page, and it's going to look all right. Look, it's going to look smashingly perfect. Just on the corner of a page, right? How cute is that? Okay, so I'm going to finish these up, and when I come back, I'm going to show them all to you. And I'm going to be using some more of our, scrap buster type stuff that we've done, like our little tickets and things. We'll use some of those to decorate. Because I think, some of these are cute. And, so we'll be putting some more of those on there. And then when I come back, I'll show you what they all look like. I'll be back. All right, so here they are. I didn't do the other sides on all of them because we don't need to see that. But like this one, I just put a little picture on it and a little word. And this one we used a couple of little scraps and things because this was the one that was really big and we had to cover a lot of area. And then on this one, I decided to make it sort of like a tab. So let's get aside the card that isn't chewed up. So I just added a little pull tab at the top, a little piece of lace, and then a faux wax seal. And it's just a cute little, makes it easy to come off of there. And then, of course, the original one we did that is decorated on both sides. That's it. That's all I have for you today. So if you're new here today and I have not yet offended you, go ahead and hit that button and subscribe. You never know. It might happen. If you'd like to know when I have lives, when I have game days, when I have sales, when I'm traveling, what videos are coming out, all that kind of stuff. Maybe you want to check out my Facebook group or my Etsy shop or something. Just go down to the description below, click on the more, cyber stalk me, and you can find everything you need down there. Until the next time, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.